What's up, guys? Welcome to Crypto and More. I didn't make a video yesterday, and I was not going to make a video today. But my friend and I were looking at the charts, doing some trades here. So I decided, what the heck, why not? So we're gonna look at a couple of coins here. Right now we'll start off with BTC. We'll start off with Bitcoin. Um, I was looking at some videos where I was seeing that Bitcoin might have closed above the um closed higher in the weekly on the last week, but looking at the chart here, it looked like it actually just fell short. So it closed last week. It didn't end up closing above the previous all-time high close. So in the short term, that's kind of, not a good sign. It might consolidate for a little bit. The good thing that happened last week, though, is that it actually did reach an all-time high. So that's one of the positives. I think what's going to happen right now, just because on the weekly it is slightly overextended on the AEMA, I think it might trend sideways. This is my this is where I think Bitcoin is going to just go sideways on. So this is the previous level of resistance, which is around the $60,000 level. So I believe it maybe for like a couple weeks it might be trending sideways. I don't think it's going to go below 60,000, but if it does, it might bounce off that 8 EMA. Plus, right now, the Stochc RSI, the RSI seems okay. Stochc RSI is a little overbought. The MACD is trending a little higher, so Bitcoin might go a little higher. It might retest again the previous all-time high levels before it goes down again. But I'm hoping it breaks the previous all-time high. That'll be extremely bullish. But if it doesn't, I believe it's gonna trend between that 7,000 down to that $60,000 range. So I think it's gonna trend sideways for a little bit. It's not the end of October yet, so I think maybe within a week or two, hopefully Bitcoin will start trending higher, especially, you know, once it does the Halloween effect, which starts on October 31st and all the way to December 31st, I believe. So uh, that should be extremely bullish. If I look at the daily time frame, though, it is actually the Stochc RSI is actually pretty low. So that is a good sign. It's above the 8 EMA right now. I don't think I have is it the EMA? Yeah. It's above the 8 EMA right now, so that's pretty bullish. The MACD is trending higher. RSI it's getting towards that 80 and 70%. But it might trend a little higher. That's the only reason why I think it might trend a little higher and just fall in between this range right here. Between that previous all-time high all the way to that $60,000 level. The 4 hourly, the 4 hourly seems like it's overbought, although the MACD is it's still pretty low and it seems like it's curving up. So I think that's going to be the range. I'm pretty interested actually in Ethereum right now. Ethereum on the let me see the weekly. Yeah, the weekly is it's pretty overbought as well. You can see it reached that resistance level on that previous all-time high um, last week. But let me see. I really want Ethereum to just pass its previous all-time high. That'll confirm, you know, the uptrend in Bitcoin, and it'll really confirm and strengthen the uh, the fact that Bitcoin passed its previous all-time high last week. So if Ethereum could break this week, even if it ends up going down, kind of like what Bitcoin has done, it's extremely bullish. Stochc RSI, MACD it seems that in the weekly a little overbought. You see the daily time frame. Same thing with the daily time frame. It's been touching that 8 EMA beautifully. You see the 4 hourly. Oh, and by the way, guys, I know if I sound a little lower, it's because I'm using actually my headset microphone. It's a lot of noise in the background, so I don't want to use this one because this one actually it catches a lot of noise. It catches my computer noise. It'll catch the music and everything everything else that's going on outside of my little closet. So um, we gotta wait and see what Ethereum does. It still has a little bit of strength to go. I'm really hoping right now it's at 4200. I'm really hoping it passes its previous all-time high. Like I said, even if it ends up breaking down after that, kind of like what Bitcoin has done. But I would really love to see that. If it doesn't this week, then I'm pretty sure the week after it'll surpass it. We were looking at Bepro also. Bepro is one of the coins that one of my friends has, and I forgot that I made this symmetrical triangle, and if you guys could see here, it tested everything beautifully. So um, I think I had two. No, I only created one. Um, but it's been since 15th of March of this year. Oh yeah, I did create two. Um, and I just didn't create this one down here, but it actually touched this line beautifully. So obviously I connected it through here, but look at this. It was beautiful. Like it just got rejected off of this beautifully. And as soon as it broke out of here, and it's crazy because that line right here was touching that AEMA and it crossed over. And as soon as it, bounced off of that, it just broke through. And it seems like it was meeting, I just didn't have this written down, but it had some support levels right here. So it touched it touched it here, this right here. So it got rejected off of that. Right now, usually what we would like to see once it breaks down, once it breaks up from symmetrical triangles, is to kind of retest and bounce off of that just to confirm the breakout. Because sometimes what happens is that, you know, coins will actually go up and then break down again, and then start going here until they break out again. Or they might go down and even break lower, but right now it seems like the momentum is to the upside on almost all the coins. Everything looks beautiful right now. So what I think is going to happen is it's going to go down. It might test the AEMA, so if this trends higher, it might test that and just bounce off. Or if it does end up breaking lower, if it breaks lower, oh man, what did I do? I forget how to use my keyboard to delete these. Okay, but if it does break lower and off of that, I think it's gonna touch this and then break up. Um, it might retest this level right here, which is the 0.0136 cent range. But if it breaks through the next level of resistance, I believe is the 0.0144. And the reason why is because of these support levels right here. Uh, this right here. So it's been touching this for quite a good amount of time. It's been supporting resistance for a long time. So I believe this is the next major. You could say this would be it, but this looks a lot stronger than this one right here. So I would say this range right here would be the next level of resistance. I mean, if you're in a trade, probably, take some profits there. Obviously, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor whatsoever. This is just me looking at the charts, just basing off of my opinion. Um, Obviously, this is going down. Our Stochc RSI is up. MACD has been trending higher, but because of the RSI is going up, it might go down a little bit. So I think that's going to happen. That's what's going to happen on Bepro. Then the next, this is the 4 hourly. Let me look at the daily. So same thing with the daily, and then if you see on that daily, it actually looks a little better, that resistance level. So it's been bouncing off of here, here, here. So I strongly believe that that's going to be the next level of resistance. Probably take some profits there. Um, and that's going to happen with the next few days, depending on obviously what Bitcoin and Ethereum do. Let's see. I was looking at AGI. AGI is a coin, like I mentioned before, that I really really love. It's it's a coin that I'm a very long-term investor in, and I haven't really traded this coin. I just kept buying and holding, but I put a few coins on the side, so I might start. I'm gonna start trading this coin right here. It actually, so I had this for quite a good amount of time as well, which was the symmetrical triangle. Oh man, hopefully I don't move anything. I was talking to my friend. This went beautifully. I had this for a while. I had this for about a week ago already. I had drawn this down. There you go, me moving some stuff. I think it was actually I think I did this one a little higher. I think I put it up here. And I'll explain why I put it up here instead of that 40 cent range. So I had the symmetrical triangle. This red one is where I thought what the bottom was gonna be, which it looks like it was. It was trending sideways here. Once it broke, once it broke out of this, it was kind of like touching support and resistance here. And as soon as it broke out, same thing as Bepro, if I'm not mistaken. Same thing as Bepro, that symmetrical triangle. That the triangle line was right here. The EMAs were crossing right over, and as soon as it crossed over, it went up, and it met that first level of resistance, which is a 30 cent range. Um, this was resistance support levels before, so it touched that beautifully. Got rejected. It started trending sideways a little bit, broke down, and the same thing that I mentioned on Bpro, that what you would like to see on a chart is for this to go up, touch resistance, go down, test this as support, and then bounce off of that. So what I would like to see here, um, since it already met resistance quite a couple times, it might retest this as resistance again and then go down a little bit, and then so it might do this, go up, maybe go down a little bit, and then break up again. Um, or it might just break right through, but I don't want to take profit levels here. This is and because it was so close to that 40 cent range, and that's the reason why I decided to use at 40 that 42 cent range instead. Obviously, you know, just do the trade as if you're trading this, just do the trade as how you would like your trade to be, where you would like to take profits. But I just felt more comfortable just have waiting a little longer, even if it does take a little longer to reach that 42 cent range. Um, I just wanted to wait and start taking profits here. I'll explain why the 42 cent range, but I think I already did. But the Stochar RSI is pretty low. The MACD is moving up. Um, the fact that it basically touched this, as support and confirmed the breakout and went back up, it's something that I think looks very beautiful. So whether it does this down and up or whether it goes straight up, I decided to take levels at the 40. I'm gonna take levels at the 42 cent range, and that's only because it's also been, a good level of resistance there. So I'm gonna take profits here, and then as you can see, I put a lot of lines right here. Let me see. So these are my next level of. This is where I have most of my sell orders. Obviously, this is what I have now. Anything can change in the next few weeks, and I'm gonna say weeks and months because I think it's gonna take quite a bit of time before it passes its all-time high. I hope it doesn't. I mean, the sooner the better for me, to be honest, man. I would love that. And it's not the previous, I mean, the previous all-time high, but the all-time high is actually it's a lot higher than that. I think this doesn't go all the way back. I gotta take a look at that because It actually should go further than that. Oh, okay, okay. I remember now. I forgot that AGI fourth into AGIX, so that's the reason why we only see this. But previous all-time, or the actual all-time high was about $1.80 around there, almost $2. So, but if it passes this, it's gonna be beautiful. But just so you guys could see, my level to take profits would be that like 42 cent range, the 48 cent range. Mm, I probably moved this a little bit. No, I think it's about right. Let's see. I don't know why 48 cents seems wrong to me. Oh yeah, about 48 cents. Yeah, 48 cents. But obviously I would take profits a little bit below that. I thought I had 47 here. I think I did move it. I think it was 47. I think I did move it accidentally. I think the next level to take profits, I put 47 cents. Mhm. Sorry guys, sometimes I start moving things around and then I end up moving things that I don't want to. 53 cents. I think I put 52 cents instead. And then right here, obviously, this would be the 57 cents and 60 cents, which is beautiful because it's a psychological level. See, that 50, 40, 60, 70, 80, like all those numbers are psychological levels. Even if trend lines don't meet, and EMAs don't meet, the SMAs and stuff, those are usually resistance levels. So as you could see here, 60 cent range was the resistance. So I think that's going to be resistance again. It's going to be a major resistance level. And then I put it here because even though it's not the all-time high, it's the all-time close. Well, not all-time because, you know, it's the all-time is actually $1.80 something cents. But the previous major all-time high, I guess you could say, is that all-time close is at 63, 64 cent range. So I think this is going to be a major level of resistance, and then obviously the previous high, which is around that 60, 67 cent range. So that's what I have on here. I tend to look at other charts too, like AGIX, Ethereum. So I've been looking at USD. Um, I've been looking at the USD ones, but it's good to look at BTCs and Ethereums and stuff only because Ethereums. It's good to look at the BTC or compare it to BTC and Ethereum just to confirm certain things, what's going on in the market. So it's also been trending down. AGIX did break out these EMAs, but it did meet resistance on I forget what this one was, 100-day EMA, 100 on the 100 EMA because we're looking at the 4 hourly chart. So it just met resistance there. Um, I believe this is to me the next major level of support for comparing AGIX to Ethereum. So that point zero zero or the 930, I'm just gonna say 930 um, level. I believe that's where it's gonna meet up. I almost have no doubt in my mind. Sometimes these things play out beautifully, so I think it's gonna go up and down and then just meet here and then possibly meet resistance, touch probably around here, which is like the 850. It seems like that might be the next level of support and then break out, meet somewhere, either all the way up here or meet here and then, confirm the breakout, touch this as support and then break up higher. Something like that. But we got to see what obviously we need to see Ethereum break its all-time high. That's what we need to see. That's going to give strength to the altcoins and then maybe trend a lot higher. MTV Multivac, my friend was actually doing some trades right here, and he actually did these trades beautifully. We were going over it, we were on the phone. I didn't trade this, but he ended up trading this, and he actually sold like the actual top. He was a little nervous because he thought it might go a little higher, but Um, we were looking at the volume. We were looking at um, was this 4 Yeah, we're looking at the volume. We're looking at the Stochc RSIs, and we were just like the Stochc RSI is like over 100. That's already like a indicator to sell. Obviously, that's not the only indicator we use. We use multiple indicators. We use this RSI was pretty high as well. MACD has been trending high, and I told him it could go a lot higher only because it has reached higher on the MACD before. But compared to how parabolic this has been going, and looking at the Stochc RSI crossing over and the RSI being kind of up, the volume was actually trending lower. I felt like this was the top. So he put up a couple solo buy orders, sorry. He sold up here and he put a couple buy orders down here. I told him that the first level of resistance will be this right here, or level of support, sorry, about that 2.5 cent range. Only because it's met resistance here, and obviously the previous all-time high right here, and this was held as resistance back here too. And it's been a while since the 5th of September, and then kind of like the 19th of September. So I think that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna remember resistance back here. It's gonna go down and touch that. It might even meet up with the 8 EMA. And then bounce off of that. Right now it's at 28 cents or 2.8 cents. I always get confused with these. Let me see the daily. Yeah, the daily. As you can see, it went parabolic. It's just like this is a line right here on the daily chart. It broke out and then boom, straight up. And that usually when it straightens out like that, that's a sign to start taking profits for sure. Um, I think as the weeks come, it has a chance to trend a lot higher, but at least in the short term, for these next couple of days, I think it's gonna start consolidating a little bit. Um, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, I wasn't gonna make a video, but I was looking at these charts and I was just said, why not? Like I didn't make a video yesterday. I was out watching football with my friends, just hanging out. So I just thought this should be a video that I should put out. Like I said, it's not financial advice. I'm just doing some technical analysis, just my opinion. You guys should look at the chart, maybe just take what I said into consideration, and then come out with your own what your own ideas are. What you think is gonna happen in the market. Just remember, no one really knows what the market is gonna do. Um, most traders lose money because they see the charts and they see things different. The very, very good traders are only right like 51 to 60% of the time. But if you're right that many amount of times, I mean, you're in the positive, so that'll be a good thing. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys think I'm wrong, what do you guys think these coins are gonna do? And if you are looking into other coins, let me know. Maybe I'll look into them, put them up on a video. But thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.